Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today we visit one of the newest stores in downtown Youngstown, Blue Heron Treasure Shop. And we do corn on the cob 4 ways. Which one is best? But first, Carmela's Cafe. You'll love the food and the service. Well, you know how I love my family-owned businesses, and Carmela's has been around. It's almost 14 years.
It'll be 14.
And Laura Allsweet is one of the owners, and Laura is one of the most entertaining hostesses you will find. So if you've not been to Carmela's, make sure you stop and visit with Laura. 14 years is a lot.
It is, and it's been with all of my family.
Your family, your husband.
My husband.
I mean, and that gets a little sketchy. I mean, you've got your father involved, your mom, and
my sister.
All of the, the meetings of the minds. I'm sure you aren't always on the same page.
No, I don't even know if we've ever been on the same page.
But you're still in business.
Yeah. Like I said, 14 years, and I'm not divorced or disowned yet. So that's
saying something. Now, you and Rory, your husband, have extensive restaurant experience.
We actually met, we were 21, or just turned 21 at the time, and I was actually a waitress at the original Blue Wolf.
Okay.
When it was in Struthers.
Yes.
And they hired this line cook, and I was like, oh, he's cute.
And that was
it.
So now Rory's the executive chef.
Yes.
And what made you transition from working at a restaurant to owning one?
It was
because that's quite a leap. And you know how the restaurant business is just...
It's insane. It is something that unless you're in it, you
have
don't
got
know.
to be a special person and understand the industry when you get into it.
You really do, and you got to know that this industry will end up, especially when you're running it, managing it, becomes your life. Like, I'm always calling in. The staff gets mad at me on my day off. I'm calling in, is everything okay? They're like, yeah.
Well, it's your baby. You had children, so this is your
my
child.
Baby. It's become my baby. I mean, it started out with my parents. My dad one day looked at the family and goes, hey, I'm retiring and I'm going to open a restaurant. And we all kind of went, what? Why? My aunt came in. She decorated the place from California. My grandmother was Carmela. She was.
So that is the Carmela.
It is the Carmela.
Your mom's mother.
My mom's mother, the Italian side of the family. And so we grew up kind of learning how to cook and her recipes. And, I was very fortunate that when my dad did decide to open this, she was still around and she was still able. So, and my grandmother, honestly, when I told her, oh, Grandma, I met this nice cook and he really knows how to cook. She goes, he's Irish, are you sure?
I know, really, that's one thing they're not known for, their culinary skills.
I will tell you.
Well, I am one of them, but I do cook.
Oh, yeah.
How much did your grandma influence the menu when you first opened?
Oh, so much. In fact, I was just telling a table here this afternoon, they're like, oh, I haven't seen cagouts on a menu. And cagouts is just Italian slang for zucchini.
Zucchini, and that's the real skinny one?
Yeah, where you saute it up with a little tomato. Oh, it's so good, and cheese, salt, and pepper. So when we were first opening up, I'm like, Grandma, I called her up. I go, Grandma, how do you spell cagouts? You don't spell it, you eat it. And I went, well, Grandma.
Put it on the menu.
I need to put it. She goes, well, I think it's Q-U. And I go, oh, Grandma, I'll just look it up. We'll spell it phonetically.
After everything set in, what did you really learn about the business?
If it wasn't for the staff, I mean, Kathy's been with us for 13 years. I have a hostess, Susie, who's been with us since we opened. Frank, our prep cook, he's been friends with my family since he was 12.
I mean, that is so important.
It's
to have
really
that
important.
Loyalty, and you treat them right, and then they treat you
Oh,
right.
it is a two-way street. If I'm good to them, they're good to me. Yesterday, in fact, I had something come up. They all jumped on it. they all rallied to help. And that you can't please everyone, that's the second lesson.
What do you think is Rory's signature dish that has been on the menu since day one and is still so popular?
That's actually probably an easy one. Out of the dishes Rory makes, I think our grilled salmon. It has been on the menu since we first opened. It is sauteed yellow squash and zucchini with grilled salmon and a limoncello and sauce. It's so good. I'm a fan of anything he makes. In fact, the first thing he ever cooked for me was a chicken marsala, and that was 23 years ago on our third date. I went, yeah, I'll marry him.
What do you think sets Carmela's apart from other locally owned restaurants in our region?
Well, I honestly think all the locally owned should be supported, no matter what. I think everyone has a little bit of a preference on Italian more so. I think it connected to a lot of other people. I mean, it's a very traditional Newcastle Italian sauce. And a lot of people, when they tried, oh, this is just like how my mom used to make it. I go, well, you know, and same with the wedding soup. We still roll the meatballs by hand every morning, you know, boil the chickens down.
That makes the biggest
everything.
difference. You know, you have a very loyal following.
Oh, I do. This is, in fact, I have a gentleman, his name's Lou. He's
All right, let me hear about Lou.
He is 100 years old. He is turning 101 next month, actually. And he comes here every Thursday and Friday by 5:30 on the dot. I know exactly what he's ordering. We have it ready. And he's been that way since we opened. It used to be him and his wife, and then it became him. And now it's him and his daughter when she's in town. And it just, this is a spot to come. And I have people who've moved away who say, we come here just for the wedding soup because it's like how my grandmother made it. And I go, yep, because it's like how my grandmother made it. You know, you want comfort food. You want to be comfortable when you're coming out. You don't want to have to sit there and feel, you know, rushed or uncomfortable. Come here. We'll feed you. You will become family.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
This is Senior Solutions, brought to you by the Reese family, the owners of Briarfield Healthcare Centers. This new series will explain care programs available to your family. Right now, we're at Briarfield Place in Boardman. Do I have to have my doctor come here to check my progress, or do you have doctors on staff?
We have a medical director in each skilled nursing facility who will follow you while you are rehabbing at our facility, and then communicate with your primary care physician your progress and any updates.
And then that will determine how long I need rehab and if I can or can't go home.
Yes, the physician will be a part of that, as well as the team of therapists, the nursing staff, social services, the dietitian. It's a whole team approach that will determine what is the best option for you after rehab.
Briarfield knows you have lots of questions, and they have the answers. With Senior Solutions, you'll have a clear understanding of Briarfield's care programs.
Hi, I'm Robbie Fellman.
And I'm John Stanko from Boardman Subaru, where the Subaru A Lot to Love event is going on now.
We're celebrating the safest vehicles on the road with the highest resale value and the best customer satisfaction in the industry.
Come check out amazing deals this month with great lease payments and special APR financing.
Come and see why there's a lot to love at Boardman Subaru.
Just south of Route 224 on South Avenue.
You already know us for our top-tier windows, but what about our advanced gutter systems? With our Double Pro gutter filtration, 2 layers of industrial-grade aluminum keeps debris out of your gutters and drives rainwater away from your home. Plus, our continuous hanger technology reinforces your entire gutter system for maximum strength and drainage. And we'll install it all in as little as 1 day. Why wait for the next storm to get gutters that perform? Not only do we stand behind our gutters, we hang on them.
This is GABA Camp, barrier-free camping and nature for our friends with disabilities. Thank you for your generous donations. We now have our first phase, but more work needs to be done. A lodge will provide a meeting place and food service for our adults with disabilities and their families. GABA Camp is a 501c3 organization. We need your help to grow. Donate to GABA-Camp. Giving is living.
It's patio season at Carmela's. Enjoy our family's traditional Italian favorites and creative daily specials. We're open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday. Carmela's on Western Reserve Road in Boardman.
Weight loss goals aren't one size fits all. At Hurricane Health and Wellness, we understand the struggle. We've been there too. That's why we offer the most popular, effective weight loss medications at an affordable price. Look and feel your best today with Hurricane Health and Wellness.
You better come on in my kitchen.
Well, there is no better time of year than when it is corn season. And right now, we are knee-high in corn. Ohio corn has been excellent this season, and I've eaten quite a bit of it. And of course, everybody has their favorite corn cooking method. So I've assembled a very esteemed panel of judges, and we are going to cook corn 4 ways. And we are going to decide which way we think is the best technique for corn on the cob. I have assembled my mother, Jelaine, my husband, Ken, and myself. So, we'll have a tiebreaker. But the 4 ways we're going to cook the corn is boiled in salted water. We are going to wrap corn still in its husk in wet paper towels, microwave them for 5 minutes. And then we are going to grill corn 2 ways. I'm going to put it straight in the husk on the hot grill. And then we are going to wrap corn in tin foil with a pat of butter and also put that on the grill. And with those 4 methods, we are going to figure out which one is the best. So the first thing we're going to do is prepare the corn for the microwave. What we're going to do is take off just a couple of the tougher outer leaves. We're not going to totally husk it, but just get rid of that. And then trim off the silk, okay? Just take the silk and get rid of it. Then we're going to wrap it in a damp paper towel and put it on a plate. And we'll do that for 3 ears of corn. And I don't mind if this tags on. It doesn't bother me. It's like a little handle to hold it on. And then again, cut off the silk, roll this up. And then these are gonna go into the microwave for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And we'll do that right now. I have the water boiling right here. And I'm going to salt the water. And this is the way I usually make corn. So I'm going to throw this in. And now we have the timer going for 4:40, see? So 5 minutes. That will be done. So I'll prepare the stuff for the grill while we're waiting for this corn. These 3 are just going directly on the grill. So we don't have to do anything with those. Now this method is pretty interesting too. This is, you take like a pat of butter and you just set it right there next to the corn. And then you wrap it up. And you put it on the grill, 10 minutes. This goes on the grill for 15. All right. We'll let these cool a little bit. So you guys started, now that is the salt water boiled for 5 minutes.
I've never been to a corn tasting before, Jelaine.
I haven't either. I see you eat your corn differently.
I'm all over the place.
I go around.
Do you?
That is what I do. Now, I do notice that this kind of scalds the tip when you do it in the microwave. So I've just broken those off. But I'll tell you, the silk and everything comes off a lot easier. So here's what I'm gonna do. Now this will be, please hand this to Jelaine.
Jelaine.
This is now your microwaved.
Okay.
All right. So we'll do a little comparison.
Casey, do you remember when you were a little girl, we used to go to the corn down in Struthers, the firemen would have it in a great big pot and take a pitchfork and pull it out.
Wow. Now this is boiled and it is delicious. Now, microwave.
Are you taking notes?
These were firm. They still had a little crunch. So right now I will say microwave is second place.
Wait, there's more.
Not
I
as
know.
firm.
But in these two categories,
Yes. Do we all agree? What do you think
Boiled.
was better?
Boiled.
The boiled.
Yeah.
Okay. Ken has heated up the grill. And
That's next.
we are now going to head outside. And the grill with the foil is 15 minutes. And the grill with the husks is 20. Now, these go on the longest time. These are 20 minutes.
Okay, I'll start counting.
And these are 15 minutes. We'll get some nice char marks on it.
Okay,
And I think it'll be good.
we'll see.
The judges are back.
Yes.
And we are
Back
now,
from the grill.
this is the foil wrapped, husked,
Boy, is that interesting.
and then
Did
you
you put
put
butter on
a
this?
pat of butter in it. Boy,
Yeah.
look at that. There's a little char, which I like.
yes,
You know, we used to have those little corn
I do
things.
have a whole bag of them.
Those
We
are
don't need
so
'em.
fun. When I was little, I loved
I don't know
those
if we should
things.
bite into that.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it.
You're gonna do it?
Yep.
That's hot.
That's
You
good.
know what though? It's super sweet.
And it's much juicier.
Really juicy. And I don't know if it's that pat of butter. But
Because you don't
man,
usually put butter on.
I never put butter on, but
It's
boy,
delicious.
I like it.
you ready for the husk now?
Wow, that's, yeah, let me do this one.
Look how beautiful this came out though. And the silk comes off really easily, huh, Ken?
It does.
No.
I'll fillet.
You didn't butter it, did
I'll
you?
fillet.
No, I did
I'm
not.
gonna throw some butter on it because
No.
I did with every piece.
I just put a few pieces of salt on.
Wow. Right now, I think we all agree, in the husk, on the grill, 20 minutes is number one.
That's right.
And I'm
Yes.
gonna go be back and forth for number two, either the buttered or the boiled. But my least favorite is the microwave. Go to my website, CaseyMaloneShow.com, and look for the 4 ways to do this. It's called Cooking Techniques for Corn on the Cob. And it will be there. And this has been a lot of fun, but really get your corn because this season is incredible. I mean, every
It really
year
is.
we've had has been really good. Cheers. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
For over 75 years, Kamara Jewelers has been the destination for quality jewelry. Our collection has a piece for everyone, in every occasion. Whether you're starting a new chapter, celebrating a milestone, or showing appreciation for the special people in your life, you can find a piece that reflects your love. At Kamara, we're about timelessness. Our jewelry isn't just for special occasions, it's for everyday moments that deserve a touch of elegance.
Locally sourced is good, whether it's ingredients or a bank, and that's why my bank is Farmers National Bank. Since 1887, Farmers has remained rock solid through every economic condition. Having a bank with a history of safety, soundness, and conservative management is a must. It all boils down to this. You need a bank that will help you reach your goals. I do too, and Farmers is mine. Farmers National Bank, rock solid. This is Melanie, and we are here at the Blue Heron Antique and Fine Gift Store. And this is the latest addition to the Gateway Phelps area.
Yes.
And this is unbelievable, the
Thank
menagerie that you have acquired here.
Thank you. Thank
So
you
where
so
was
much.
all this stuff, Melanie? Before, did you have like storage lockers?
Yes, storage lockers, couple hidden places downtown, a reno on the north side that my friend is doing, and yeah, storage facilities mainly from my films. So that's how it started.
This is such a diverse group of, I mean, from China to dolls to figurines.
Cowboys.
Cowboys. We're sitting on Roy Rogers' bench.
Yeah,
right?
his bed.
Yeah, a bed. Oh, this
His
was
bed when he was a stable hand. Yes, this was his bed at a ranch. Can you imagine?
Oh boy,
Yes.
somebody's gonna want this badly.
Yeah,
There's a
I
lot
know.
of Roy Rogers fans.
Yes, there are. Well, he's from Cincinnati.
I did not know that.
Yes, he is. He's from Cincinnati. Although this came from California, someone brought it back as a fan back to Ohio.
So you get the history on all this too.
I
now.
try to, yeah.
I mean, there's things that people would really connect with. And so many of the things, like especially like glassware and china, were made right around this area.
Oh yeah.
I mean, down the river, we had so many different, Fenton and all that. I mean, there is a real history.
There is.
In Ohio. What started your journey into all these collections?
As a writer, as a screenwriter, I attached myself to props that I could see in the film when I was writing in early days, and I would get certain things and fill my space or my desk with objects that would inspire me for stories. It's all encompassing art. It's where I'm at artistically in my life as an artist is sharing and curating. One of my first customers was a young YSU student, and he came in here and very smartly bought a silk tie and 2 gold spoons and said he was giving one to his girlfriend. So I just thought that was so sweet. You never know. So I have a lot of fun watching people choose, and I'm always surprised by it. Sometimes I'm not, but.
And the one thing that I found really interesting is your little bridal.
Yes.
That is, the whole thing's curated. The gown, the gifts, everything.
The crystal champagne glasses. There are a few selections of sparkly heels.
Everything goes.
Everything goes. 444. That's our lucky number here. So you'll see things priced a lot. The expensive things are 444, but we have a lot of things that are $4. A lot of things that are $44.
For $444,
this
can be yours.
The whole bridal collection.
I love that.
I really want some local artisan pieces in here.
And there's so many really good people here.
I do.
There really are.
I really want like handmade things. I have some shampoo bars in here now, some local honey from Poland. Just items to go with the fine gifts. So if you're putting something together, when you're assembling a gift for somebody, I love to put something old, something new, something artistic.
Something made right here.
And local, to the area, because I have abandoned shopping corporate. I want the money to be kept.
And we want the
kept
local
in town.
stores to stay here.
Yeah, I mean, even the plants that are in the store were planted locally, grown locally. I want everybody to benefit directly, and I feel that if everyone does that a little bit, we will be able to keep our beautiful Youngstown safe, self-contained. One of the first pieces we sold was a 1970s completely mint, long leather, looked like Jenny from Forrest Gump, McKelvey's leather jacket that was trimmed with like a guitar strap look.
When you see those old tags, Livingston's and Herzl Rosenson's, McKelvey's.
Yes.
And when you used to get Lustig's, you used to get such a rush.
Oh yes.
Shopping downtown,
Oh, my grandma told me.
And it really was something. Well, you may know one of Melanie's tenants, Robert Joshua. You are no stranger to fine collectibles and antiques, and you're still in the biz.
Casey, I've been in the business 50 years this year.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. I can't believe I'm still alive. I started when I was 11 with my grandmother, and I'm 61, celebrating a half a century in the business of antiques.
And you still have a lot going on. Now, your shop is out in North Jackson.
Yes, I retired last summer by selling the Joshua Tree location and complex on Market Street. And within about 30 days, I got so bored, I bought a big old church out in North Jackson. We named it the Red Door Church Emporium because under the beautiful roof of that church, and we honor it as a church and respect it as a church, as it's been for 100 years. We just love the history there. The community is great. We've got other antique shops in the town there.
You also now have a vision for upstairs. I went upstairs and it is still, but you've got your little worker bees up there.
I do.
And your vision is a really cool themed Airbnb.
That's right, Casey. And I should say, first of all, thank you for what you do to shed a great light on this community in general. I think you're just the superstar of Youngstown.
Go on.
And you did, and you didn't give me $1 to say that, but I had to say that because you bring light and life to Youngstown, and you really do. You really do.
Thank you.
So, at any rate, I love Melanie. I love what she's doing here. When I looked at this old Frankel Brothers cigar building,
right,
and she showed me the second floor, I envision depiction of some of the greatest movie theaters and movie houses in downtown. The State Theater.
The Palace.
The Palace. And the Warner Brothers.
Right. Do you have a lot of memorabilia from them?
I do. And the Historical Society, as well as another friend who collects images, are helping me to appoint my interior in various ways that resemble those great edifices.
Oh, nice.
But we want to make it reasonable so people can, in town, stay a couple nights downtown. I'm not here to compete against our great hotels. I'm here to augment what we do. And if somebody wants a really interesting experience, they're going to stay here.
I hope that I'm hopefully inspiring others to come join the pack down here. And we have some lovely restaurants, and I think dinner, brunch, shopping, it all goes together. And I hope I inspire another business to take a leap.
Start. I mean, I've already seen a million things that I love in here.
Thank you.
No, it's great.
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.